We wanted something different. We wanted to have a really strong musical experience. And we wanted to make a show that would be inspiring for ourselves and for everybody present, and to get a memory for life out of that experience. And we knew it was possible to do it. Well, I don't really care. When we performed to the mountains with the choir for the first time, we experienced that it did work. So there were no doubts from our side that, that full show would be a magical happening. That we knew from experience already. So there were no reasons to doubt or to analyze or to question. We knew already. Yeah, we certainly have lots of ideas, and some of them come about as we are touring. On these shows that we do now, we usually find time to do a little jam. Sometimes we improvise, sometimes we play through bits and pieces that we have already made for a coming album. And we are in a very creative phase just at the moment. We have made lots of material for a new album, and it's probably going to be recorded next year. We have no finished songs, but really quite a lot of material. And things are being made, even as we're on this tour. We are furthermore planning to do a cover album, actually, which is going to be a cover album. It's going to be a pretty odd thing. It has happened on this tour that we have played cover songs that will end up on that album as well, but I don't want to reveal too much about it. But it's going to be, quite different from what anybody could expect, I suppose. The set list I will see like half an hour before showtime, and we might jam or play some new stuff or do a cover song or perhaps several of those things. I don't know. We keep the shows pretty open and dynamic, and that's something we like a lot about this round of shows. And they reflect that creative phase we're in just at the moment, and that will definitely put its mark on what's going to happen in Satyricon for the future as well. So for now, at least, we work on these two simultaneous projects, the cover album and an entire new studio album, and both are probably going to be released in 2016, so we are busy enough. I mean, the lyrics have the same source as the music. That's how it has always been in this band. And we never relate to conventions when it comes to music, and we don't do that when it comes to lyrics either. And hence lyrics are, what should you say, a poetic projection of that very same mind or state of mind from which the music comes. And I think I cannot be much more general or clear on the subject. As you see when you read Satyricon lyrics, each lyric is as different from the other as each song is different from other songs. They all have their unique vibe or unique expression or unique substance. But it's always very much related to the spirit and the energy of the respective songs, right? And we never do concepts. We have never done that, and I hardly think we will. We have always had a very strong passion for black metal, and to us that is a very extreme and also a very creative and a very potent musical genre. I think that you should be careful to make links that do not actually exist, but that are in reality very superficial. There has always been something menacing, dark, grim, and and something very potent about Satyricon, and I think more now than ever. And that is what really hasn't changed. And Satyricon has never been about any particular ideology, religiously or philosophically speaking, because music isn't about politics, right? Satyricon is not an arena for expressing one particular philosophical or religious view, and that would be very contrary to what we are about. But rather is, you know, the music and the art itself always a goal in itself, and nothing else can be the leading star. We have Mozart in the band already, don't we? That's the way I think about it. And the way I see things, Satyr is an ingenious composer in this genre. And I want to back up his ideas. I don't want to interfere with them or change them. And that's also why I bring up that Mozart link, that, you know, imagine that you would have been working with such a genius. Would you have liked to say that, well, let me have my part here and there and interfere with your work? Well, probably not, right? If you were to add something that would to be build up, or adding something that it needed, or to provide structure or a foundation. And that's how I see my work in this band, that whenever Satyr has an idea about how the rhythmic solution should be, I try to play out whatever he wants there to be. And if it's left to me to actually make it myself, then I always do that with the basis on themes that he creates. That's how it works. Yeah, I like it a lot. The mountainous nature is excellent. I was watching it through the bus window as we entered Austria through the Alps this early morning. And I've always liked that. I'm a fan of ski jumping. So yeah, right now I guess that the Austrians aren't as dominating as they've been over the later years, with Schlierenzauer not being on the top level anymore, and you know, some of the newcomers are very good when they hit the mark, but they are a little more unstable, and you know, Heibuck and others can definitely win competitions when they have the right day, but sometimes, you know, they are further down on the list. But I still think that the Austrian ski jumpers are always very interesting to watch, and I always think of them when I enter Austria.